Hey guys, it is June the 4th, 2024. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. And I just wanted to go ahead and just really quickly say thank you so much to everybody that has said such nice things. I got on the comments this morning and kind of went through them. I haven't replied to anything yet, but I just glanced through really quick and just saw nothing but just beautiful comments and such nice support. And I can't thank you guys enough. Just really quick, we had an opportunity last night to spend one last night with our dog. They are coming today at 2:30 to put him down. But we did get the opportunity last night as a family to spend the night with our dog, and we all sat around him last night. All of us sat on the floor, and we all told him goodbye. And my kids actually slept on the floor with him last night. It was a really nice opportunity to be able to share that moment as a family with our dog. You can tell he knows what's going on. And as we were sitting there, and I just don't want to make this really depressing, but as we sat there, he just kind of looked around at us, picked his head up, and he knows what's going on. He knows that this is the end. And it was really nice to be able to get a chance to spend it with him last night and for everybody to tell him goodbye. And like I said, at 2:30 today, the vet's coming out, and that'll be it. And we're gonna bury him here on our property. I'm actually gonna get the tractor out after I finish filming this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and dig a grave for him. And I'm gonna bury him down in the woods, actually right down here. There, at the bottom of this hill down here, there's a nice little clearing. It's a beautiful little area. I'm gonna go down there with the tractor and dig a nice grave for him, and we're gonna make a nice little place for him to rest. I'm gonna put up a gravestone for him and all that stuff. I'm gonna make one with my kids. I'm gonna probably take some concrete and pour it over top of where we bury him, and I'll get my kids to write some stuff in the concrete and things like that. But once again, thank you so much to everybody for all the nice words. I really do appreciate it. And this is a pretty tough time for us, but we've all accepted it now, and it is what it is. But with what's been going on, it just really got me to thinking about when I was a drinker and how all this would have affected me when I did drink. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Life is full of problems, and there's always going to be ups and downs. And I know a lot of times, when we drink, we use alcohol as a method or drugs as a method to numb ourselves and forget about the problems that we have. And I did that for so many years. And now, when I have a problem, I just deal with it. And it's not the most comfortable thing in the world to do, but processing my emotions now is something I never did in the past. And being able to just work through my problems and just get through them without masking it with alcohol, it just is such a better way to deal with things. I still have problems from the past that I'm still trying to process, things that I went through back in the day when I would drink, because I never dealt with my problems and I never had to process them. And there are things to this day that I'm still trying to process and work through because I never dealt with them before. And I'm getting there. But the point of this is that staying sober and not drinking when we do have problems, because once again, our lives are full of problems. There are always going to be ups and downs. And I think there's always this idea, when we do drink, it's like, well, I had a problem today, so I'm going to drink. Or it's, I had a great day today, I'm going to drink. And there was always an excuse for me. no matter what it was. If I was having a bad day, I would drink. If I was having a great day, I would drink. And there was always an excuse there to consume. Um, and even if I wasn't having a bad or a good day, I just was having a regular day, I wanted to drink. But I used these opportunities as an excuse to get just sloshed. And now looking back at it, anytime I had a problem, that was my opportunity to go buy a huge bottle of liquor and just sit back and get completely wasted. And I don't do that any longer. And, not only having the problem, but then, getting wasted, waking up the next morning, and then you feel horrible, and then on top you still have that problem. It's still there, and the drinking didn't do anything except for cover it up for just a little bit of time. And now on top of it, you've got this massive hangover you're trying to battle through, on top of still having that problem there, and it just doesn't fix anything. Once again, we all have problems, every single one of us, and it's all relative to our own lives. What might be a really bad problem for one person might be nothing for another. But in our own lives, in our own subjective, lives, our problems are our problems, and they're as bad as we make them out to be, comparative to our own life. And, once again, those problems don't go away. They're going to continue to come. And if we, decide to drink every single time we have a problem, we're just going to continue to drink because those problems never stop. And another thing I wanted to talk about today as well, it's with all this stuff that's been going on. The other day, I think it was Sunday, my mind just started drifting off into some negative places just because of what's been going on. And, I started getting into that mindset of, the whole woe is me, and, things just, I keep having problems, and this is going on, and, am I ever going to catch a break, and these kinds of things. And I had to snap myself out of it. And it's all about living in the moment. I had to, as I started thinking these negative thoughts, I had to stop myself. And this has been a practice that I've been doing for quite some time now, and it has helped me tremendously. And I know I've talked about this over and over and over on here, but it is so important, and it has worked so well for me, is that recognizing when our mind starts to drift off into those places. It's just being aware of our thoughts and being present in our thoughts. Because my mind tends to drift off sometimes into some really negative places. I'll start thinking about my health. I'll start thinking about, this or that, or this medical bill, or whatever it may be. And I'll start getting, down. And when I start thinking in a negative manner, I just start going down really quick. And what I'll tend to do is I'll forget about the moment that I'm in. And I could be in the middle of something great that's going on. The other day I was at the movies with my kids, and I started drifting off into one of those places. My mind just tends to go all over the place. My mind never stops working. I can't shut it off. It's constantly thinking, moving around. It's just, I've always got these thoughts going on in my head, and I'm sure that applies to everybody here. I mean, everybody's got, thinks about different stuff. But I was at the movie theater with my kids. We were having a good time. We were watching a movie, and I started thinking about my health. I don't even know why it even popped up, but I just started thinking about it. I stopped paying attention. I was staring at the movie screen, but I wasn't paying a bit of attention to the movie because my mind started racing. I started thinking about all this stuff, and probably 5 minutes elapsed until I finally caught myself and went, "What are you doing?" I had to really stop myself and go, "Stop right now. Stop what you're doing. Okay, take your mind off of this. You are you're at the movies with your kids right now, your family. You're having a good time. Why are you thinking in this manner?" So I had to stop myself, and I had to think, okay, live in the now. Be present right now. enjoy the movie. You're here. Stop thinking like this. And I did that, and I enjoyed the rest of the movie, and I just got those thoughts out of my head. And it happened again later on that day. I had to stop myself and go, nothing is like terribly wrong right this moment. You know, we came home, the dog was, you know, not able to walk and all that stuff, and yeah, it was sad, but there were so many other things to be grateful for. And you know, my family's still here, you know, that, yeah, my dog's sick and all that kind of stuff, but there are a million other things for me to be grateful for than to sit there and just, you know, wallow in all these depressive thoughts. So I had to change my mindset again. And the point is that when you start getting those kinds of thoughts in your head, just try practicing that. And you know, really be aware of where you're at mentally. And this isn't something, you know, I'm not trying to preach to you guys and act like I'm some kind of guru or something like that, because I'm not. I'm just a normal guy. And you know, I have problems just like anybody else does. You know, my mind is all over the place. I think about depressive things, I think about negative things, just like anybody else does. Just the only thing that I've done, and sometimes it's hard for me to do it, but it's just being aware of my thought process and where I'm at mentally. And when those thoughts start to come into my mind, recognizing when that's happening and stopping it right there and just thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for. And I took my phone, I've got one of those notepad applications on my phone, and when I start thinking like that, I'll get that notepad application out and start just typing out things that I'm grateful for, things that I should be happy about opposed to being upset about. And just practicing that and sitting down and just typing out a couple things. You know, I'm happy that my family are all healthy right now. You know, I'm grateful that we have a roof over our heads. You know, I'm grateful that the sun came out today. I'm grateful that I woke up another day. You know, there's so many things that we can be grateful for. And trust me, I know, because there have been so many times that I just let my mind wander into these negative places. And I can get stuck in those places for a long time and ruin a whole entire day because I let those negative thoughts take my mind over. And that's my point of talking about this, is that if you feel yourself getting into those negative thought patterns, and you start thinking, you know, about all the negative things that are going on in your life and all the bad things and all the sad things, being aware of those thoughts and stopping them right there in their tracks, and, you know, start thinking about something positive, you know, and whatever that is in your life. There's got to be something positive in your life. Did you wake up this morning? Well, if you're watching this video, then you did. And be grateful for that. Think about the things that you can be grateful for. Think about the things to be happy about. Think of something positive, and like physically change your mindset. You know, really sit there and think about it and go, I got to stop thinking like this. Let me think about something different. Because we start getting into these negative mindsets, start thinking like this, we're going to start thinking about alcohol and how much we would like to have that drink and how much better that would make us feel right now. And then we start feeling sorry for ourselves. And when we start feeling sorry for ourselves, and then we start making excuses. And these excuses, you know, it's like, my life's horrible. I've got all these problems. Who cares? You know, with all these problems I got going on in my life right now, why does it even matter? I just want to feel better for the moment and feel good for today. But if we do that and we open up that Pandora's box, we're going to be right back in at square one again and starting all over and dealing with all this stuff all over again. You know, waking up hungover every single day, the constant running to the store to get alcohol, the constant worry about where am I going to get my next drink from? Do I have enough alcohol at the house to make it through tonight? And, you know, the anxiety that You know, when you go to the refrigerator and open it up and there's only 3 beers left and it's 9 o'clock at night, and you know that you're going to want another 12 pack and you've already had 12, and you've got to drive to the store and you're going to go ahead and chance it this one time just to go get that 12 pack so that you can sit on your couch and drink yourself into oblivion. Because that does happen. I know it used to happen to me all the time. The anxiety that I would feel when I would look at my bottle and see that it, you know, there's not enough there for me to make it through the night. I've got to go get more. And taking those chances, taking those shots to go and do that, it's just not worth it. You know, so just think about that the next time that you start thinking in a negative way. Be present in your thoughts and stop them in their tracks and start thinking about the things that you're grateful for. And also, when we have problems in our life, we're going to continue to have problems for the rest of our lives. It's not going away. And we're going to have great days. There's going to be great days, and there's going to be bad days. And there's going to be more bad days, and there's going to be good days. That's just the way that life works. And there's going to be mediocre days. But the thing is that those bad days are going to continue to happen. We're going to have problems. The tires are going to blow up in our car. Our engine's going to explode. Our transmission's going to go out. Our air conditioner is going to stop working. You know, our animals are going to pass away. I mean, just things happen. Problems never go away. They are going to continue to come. So we have to stop making excuses to continue to drink because of the problems that keep coming in our life. Because if we're using that as an excuse to drink, well, we're going to continue to drink and we're never going to stop, because those problems are never going to go away. They are going to continue to come over and over and over. And it's just about being present in the moment, being grateful for the things that we should be grateful for, and not allowing these negative thoughts and these bad days become an excuse to drink. Because once again, those problems are not going away. They are going to continue to come. And, you know, being sober and being able to process our problems, think about it. Think about a way to get through it. You know, there were so many times that I would just drink myself, you know, stupid. And then the next day, that problem's still there. And I haven't solved anything about it. You know, and, you know, being sober, a problem comes along. The first thing I'm doing is going, what can I do to address this right now? And how can I start to fix this in this moment? And, you know, I'm already, you know, 10 steps ahead opposed to the way I used to be, because I wouldn't even try to address the problem. The first thing I would do is get drunk, wake up the next day, and then go, well, now I feel like crap, and I've got this big problem that I still need to address. And now I don't do that. You know, if a problem arises, it's like, okay, what do I need to do now to fix this? And I can start working on whatever the problem is, start addressing it now. You know, let's say that, you know, my car stops working. Okay, well, let me go ahead and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. Before, I would get drunk, wake up the next morning, and then go out there hungover, and then I would just give up because I felt so bad. And then I had to go get the hair of the dog so that I could feel halfway decent enough to try to address the problem. And it was just this vicious cycle that never quit. So once again, the problems don't go away. They're going to continue to come. And, you know, think about the things that you're grateful for. And don't let those negative thoughts, those negative days, any of that stuff become an excuse to drink again. Fix the problem if you can. I know there's some problems that we just can't do anything about. You know, if you just went to the doctor and found out that you have liver disease, well, that's not something that you can, you know, fix tomorrow. But you can go ahead and, you know, start making phone calls, setting up doctor's appointments, you know, doing research into it, you know, whatever it may be. But the fact of the matter is, like I said, those problems are going to continue to come. And those negative thoughts are going to come in our heads too. And just being aware and present in the moment and knowing when they're happening and stopping them from continuing to happen. And I know that's easier said than done. But if we try, you know, and yeah, it might not be the easiest thing in the world, but practice makes perfect. And as we practice that and work our way through it, you know, the first time you do it, yeah, it might not work out the best. But the second time, it's going to be a little bit better. Third time, a little bit better. Fourth time, getting pretty good at it now. And yeah, you might be able to push those negative thoughts out. They might come back 5 minutes later. Do it again. Push them back out again. You know, think about something positive. Think about your kids or your dog or your cat or whatever it is that makes you happy in life. Think about that and erase that negative thought out of your mind, because I know firsthand I made so many excuses to drink in my life, and it's just not a good way to live. You know, just being sober, being present in the moment, and living our life to the fullest extent that we can. It's so much better of a way to live than living in the bottle. But guys, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. We're at 20 minutes, and I don't want to make this video too long, so it takes forever to upload today. But I'm back to regular schedule. I'll be back tomorrow with regular video. You know, once again, thank you so much to everybody who said, you know, such nice things, and everybody being so supportive. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sure by the time that this video gets up, I've already hopped on and started replying to everybody's comments. I will have everybody's comments replied to by the end of the day today. Like I said, the vet's going to be out here at 2:30, and I do have to take care of digging his grave and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to hop on and hop off as I get stuff done today. But once again, I will get to everybody's comments today, and I really do appreciate it so much. I really do. Guys, I love y'all so much, and thank you so much for watching today's video. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with another video as normal. And I really appreciate everybody being so patient with me and understanding you know, what's been going on with us, and why I had to skip on Sunday and all that kind of stuff, and not getting back to the comments. It's not like me, you guys know that, and it's just a tough time right now. But like I said, it's back to regular business, regular schedule. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, and I'll be replying to everybody's comments today. So thank you so much once again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all so much. Bye-bye.